Well, and after sitting underneath my cover for the last 6 days, I finally got Pearl out in the open. I'm going to take her for a little spin here around the old apartment complex. Kind of give her a workout. I do have some questions for you guys, so I'm going to post a few questions here, and hopefully you guys can help me get some answers or give me your opinions. One of the things I've been thinking about is whether or not I want to get a trunk for it. The problem with the trunks are they come in the back, they look good, but there isn't a lot of storage when you close it, you know? But I might have another solution, but I'm not sure how it looks. I want you guys' opinion, so hold on here a second, we'll check this out. What do you guys think? I just happen to have a black milk crate, which seems to sit on there pretty well. Good thing about this is you can store stuff that's larger in it, and you actually get more storage than you would if you had one of those little trunks in the back. As you can see, the bar comes right around. I've got some good zip ties, zip tie, maybe zip tie up there. Then there's a bar right there that I can put 2 zip ties to, and I've got really thick zip ties. So I'm thinking that might be, first of all, cheaper, but second of all, maybe more practical. Might have to have a bungee cord over the top to keep stuff from flying out, but I think you'd actually get more storage with that. But does it look too tacky? I mean, you know, I don't know. What do you guys think? Trunk would be shorter. You know, wouldn't be quite as tall as this, and it would probably be the same width wide, but I'm not really sure. I don't know. It's just kind of thinking. I don't have the money for that right now anyway. This I have now. I could always use this and then get a trunk, I suppose, but I still got to get a helmet. I need to get a helmet very soonly. But just wanted your opinion on that. See what you think. Anyway, I'm going to take this out for a little ride here in the parking lot. I got a couple more questions I'll get to you here a little bit later. But first I'm going to take this for a little run here before the rain comes. Because if you, oh, you can kind of see some up there. But what you really want to see him is back there, okay? And it's about 60% chance of rain today. So I want to take this for at least a good 10-15 minute run around here, maybe even longer. And get a little time in on her and put a few more miles on her if I can. But I'll get back at you here with a few more questions. Well, as you can see, the sun has set. Still got some clouds, but never did rain. Which, you know, is fine by me. But the lights are coming on. Anyway, here she is. I took her out. And I did get a little more driving in. And we are now up to a... where are we? Up. A whopping 37 miles. I got it with 4 on there, so I put 33 miles on it. Well, a couple of you guys want to see what the lights look like, so let's see if we can give you a quick demonstration here. Alright, that's the dash lit up. That's the front. And that tail light. We'll do some blinker action here. Why not? We're here. You can see it on the dash. Blinkers. You can see the back one. Let's show up pretty good, I think. And, you know, I think you'd see those pretty good. I think I gotta turn the idle screw up a little though. But as you can see, headlights are plenty bright enough. But there you go. So all the lights on her are working. I'm going to put the lock around the wheel here and cover her up for the night, and because I still think it's going to rain. Pretty sunset though. But let's get her all tucked in for the night. Hello there. Well, I got her all tucked away, put away. I got a very, very busy day tomorrow, but I think I got a helmet coming. So I need a little input from you guys. What would be a good Motovlog camera to have? I don't want to spend $300 on a Hero. It just isn't gonna. I ain't got that kind of money. So my question is, what camera would be good, and how much should I spend on it? Now, where am I going to come up with the money? To be honest with you, I'm pretty tapped out. So it may be a while before I can afford a good camera. But, you know, if you guys happen to know of something that's a decent camera that isn't really expensive, I could possibly do that as well. As for the helmet, I think it's going to be good. I found one. I'm not really sure yet, but I will let you know when that decision comes. So I'm down to just getting myself a good jacket to wear. I took her out today. I got her up to 30 miles an hour. She didn't quite want to go any faster. I was really hoping I could get a little more out of her. Though when I was coming down the hill there, I was doing almost 44. So I don't know. I guess another question might be for any of you motovloggers out there: is it worth tuning up your ride? I mean, you know, I'm not looking to go 55 miles an hour on this little scooter, but a little more oomph would be nice. I know you can do performance things to that, so that's my question. Is it worth doing that? I mean, you see them all over, you know, mufflers. Do you do big bore kit exchange? Do you, you know, de-restricted or something like that? Is it worth that to get a little more horsepower? Now remember, this is just something I'm going to bomb around with and get used to riding on two wheels. I'm hoping I can eventually move up to something that's got more horsepower. Once I get comfortable with this, then I'm going to go and take my motorcycle class, which I think is a 2 or 3 day class, and get my motorcycle endorsement on my license. So this is to kind of get my feet wet, you know, and as for whether or not I go to a scooter or a motorcycle after this, kind of depends on how I feel. I mean, you can get scooters that go up to, well, I've seen 3, I know I've actually seen a couple of 500cc scooters, so you can get them to go fast enough, that's not a problem, but my thinking is, do I just stick with what I got, keep it stock, and just learn on it, or do I actually add some stuff? Because when it comes time to get another vehicle, I'm going to have to sell this one to help afford the next one. So would it be worth the money to put in and get this one a little more high performance, so when I go to resell it, I can get a better price? Or would I just be putting money into something that really I'm not going to get much money out of? Now see, I happen to live in a really good place to resell scooters. I live in Florida, and there's a lot of people here that ride scooters. So, I mean, I think I could resell it, and especially because depending how long I keep it, it's going to be in good shape because it's brand new. So I got a couple questions there. If you've got some answers or some input, or know where I can look into some stuff to get some information, I'm always interested in this. I'm very excited about doing some motor vlogs, and I love this scooter. I mean, I was sipping around today having a grand old time on this thing. And where I'm moving the other end of town, it's actually a lot flatter, so it'll actually be even easier to get out and bomb around to some stores and get out in traffic and stuff. So it actually is going to be even better at that location than the one I got now. So it's really going to work out good for me. Like I said, this is to kind of get my feet wet, get my you know, feel for what it's like out there, see if I'm really going to want to be diving around and things. But I can tell you from now, I'm already thinking I want something bigger and better, which is usually a sign to somebody's enjoying something. I mean, if you're thinking, this is all right, or if you even had the other thing like, I don't really enjoy this, then you know that's not fair. But if I'm already thinking I want something a little bit faster and stuff so I can get out and do stuff, I would say that probably goes to show that I'm definitely interested in doing this. I've always wanted a motorcycle or a scooter. I just never had the funds, the time, whatever. You know, it just never worked out. But I've got this one, and I'm absolutely loving it. I mean, you know, and the other thing is it all right to adjust your idle up a little bit? That's the other question. My idle seems a little low. When you first turn it on there, it kind of goes a little bit low. And I know I've seen a couple of videos where guys go in and say, oh, you can just turn up the idle scooter a little bit. Is that okay to do that? See, I don't want to screw my scooter up. I'm not looking to Frankenstein this thing. I want it to run good. I want it to be reliable. But I don't mind putting a few tweaks on it if you get something better of it, especially if it's going to help in the resale value. I don't want to do anything that's going to cut my resale value down, because this is an investment for me to get to the next level. Unless, and this could happen, unless I'm just too fond of it and I don't sell it, which I know it kind of seems silly, because unless you know, individually a rich person, you really don't usually do that. When you want something, you got to sell it, trade in. But I really love driving the scooter, so I'd have a hard time selling it. But just to kind of keep it all in perspective, what would be a good camera? What would be a good price for it? Nothing stupidly expensive. What would it be worthwhile to put some performance parts on the scooter, or just leave it stock? Depending, what you want to do with it. And if you could leave some advice about that. And if you happen to know of some good YouTube channels that are into scooters, I've been trying to find as many as I could. I found a lot of Motovlogs, which is good. And a lot of those guys have scooters too, besides motorcycles, so they're pretty good. But if you know of some good scooter, like how-to YouTube channels, let me know. Because I will have to actually do some stuff on this myself. Another way to save money. Like after the break-in period, which is 300 miles, you got to change all the gear oil and everything, and change all that stuff out and put in better oil. So I'm going to need to look up for that stuff. So any information about channels like that would be good as well. So a couple moto things going on. Not to mention a lot of other stuff going on in my life. It's very busy. But I really want to get some more information about this moto thing. And I'm really hoping that I can get this helmet thing in, and then get some kind of camera. Nothing crazy, but something I could do a couple of nice ones, because once I move, like I said, the other town is much flatter. I'll be able to get out there and really get around. And I think it's going to make for some really interesting videos. I'm very excited about doing something new on the channel. You guys seem to be behind me and supporting me on this one. I think it's going to be great for you guys, and it's going to be great for me. So, alright, this is probably one of the longer videos I've done in a while. See, things are changing. Alright, thanks for the input, guys. I hope you're all having a great week. I will catch you awesomely cool people in the next video.